name is Teresa Ong, and I am Assistant Professor of Environmental Studies and the Graduate Program in Ecology, Evolution, Environment, and Society at Dartmouth College.
My name is Kristen Giovanelli, and I am a PhD candidate working in the Ong Agroecology Lab, and I've been really lucky to get to work on the Agroforestry Transition Hub project happening here. And we're really excited to share some of how the project's been going so far.
So this is our Agroforestry Transition Hub project. It's education on farm research to advance agroforestry for climate resilience, specifically for Northeast farmers. The broad mission of the project is to support farmers in implementing agroforestry practices for climate resilience.
We wanted to create a program where we could have institutions working with local partners, working with farmers in order to create the solutions that are going to have the ecological, economic, and social benefits that they want for their farms moving forward.
We have 3 cohorts as part of our project.
In our first cohort of farmers, we prioritized BIPOC farmers.
And then for our second cohort, we've been working with the White River Conservation District, and so I've been working with a set of dairy farmers that they've been working with as well.
We were interested in having a local community-centric approach.
We wanted to get a variety of individuals together, as having a diverse group is really important. There are a wide set of reasons that farmers wanted to participate in the project. For our first cohort, the majority of people emphasized social and cultural reasons.
There was a lot of interest by farmers, especially with climate change, to build some more resilience into their farms.
Sort of thinking a lot more about trees, growing trees, planting trees.
Figure out what types of agroforestry projects work for them, go through the planning process, and bring them into fruition, and track their progress so that others could learn from the ways that they're deciding to use trees on their landscape. Farmers are leading the way and are such a fundamental part of any project actually manifesting, but are oftentimes left out of the conversations or their stories aren't integrated very well.
It's been great to see everyone get together and geek out about their passion for trees. There were tons of highlights of the project. One for me was going to different farms and seeing what amazing solutions and opportunities people are thinking through.
A lot of joy from just being out there and seeing the plants.
For the most part, we were able to have the speakers come to a field day so the group could interact with them and build a relationship.
Hands-on experiences allows for you to have sort of a Venn diagram in your mind about what is unique to a place, what can be shared, and how that can be applied to your system. I think that we can have this idea of planting a tree in our mind, which is like, well, you just put the tree into the ground, but there really is so much more to go into that to make things successful in the long term.
Field days were crucial to showing farmers that they could find success with the agroforestry practices we discussed in the workshops.
The workshop in classroom settings presented another avenue to spread information, since so much knowledge can be manifested and shared within institutional walls.
Having in-person discussions and connections during workshops was important to building a sense of community.
And then incorporating this new agroforestry project and talking through ideas with them has been a huge honor.
We had these hybrid sessions that allowed us a lot of time to really talk through ideas. Farmers tend to be overworked, right? There's just not that much time in a day for anyone. And so being able to do sort of hybrid sessions became important. We wanted to highlight this type of learning that we've seen work in other parts of the world, where you have farmers connecting with other farmers, and through that being able to exchange information and knowledge.
Really been this kind of like co-learning process where we weigh all of the farmers' information and knowledge more than we weigh our own, really. So having somebody walk you through some of those different steps and getting to see different systems of different ages can be so useful in helping inform what a system for a farmer can look like.
Always nice to see someone else being able to do it successfully.
It was amazing to see people learn new language, apply that language, and be excited about the experience. It was great to take a step back and witness the collaboration amongst farmers, as well as the confidence increase across everyone. It was so cool to see how farmers became more confident as the project went on, as well as combining their previous knowledge with the speakers that we were able to bring in.
Farmers really like having students around and just other people to kind of ping ideas off of and be part of the community with. Those hands-on experiences are really useful in ensuring that people know what they're getting into and that they can feel really good and empowered about taking that next step to build resilience on their farm.
We are excited about the network of farmers expanding and having the farmers see themselves as lighthouses, where other farmers can learn from their experiences of this project.
Just bringing more people into the fold through the cohort, but also through the other oscillations of it.
Being able to work with a variety of people and connect with farmers has welcomed collaboration and friendships in so many ways that I didn't expect. There are a handful of other projects happening in conjunction with this one. I have a nursery at the Dartmouth Organic Farm that serves as a demonstrational site for farmers interested in implementing agroforestry practices themselves.
It's been great to get to be part of some of those other research projects looking at how these systems will adapt in the future.
Our third cohort, we're still sort of like in the process of designing it, but the idea is that in this next workshop, we want to create an intensive. We will condense all three of those workshops into like a weekend where everyone's sort of living in the same space and having informal discussions mixed in with formal presentations and field trips.
We've been working with the Dali Lab on this really cool app to try to track farmer systems, both in their design and then eventually monitoring for whatever objectives that farmers are interested in. And we find that this is oftentimes what appeals to farmers the most, is having real on-farm data that they can look at and see how these types of systems are benefiting people. And we're excited to bring other people into that as well. And this app provides a really cool opportunity to do that, to share information.
We've been so lucky to get to work with all of the farmers and experts that we have so far throughout this project, and continue to feel really inspired by the different projects and ideas that people share and work through together. And we hope that you felt inspired by these too.